Good morning, it's day 2. We survived the full day 1 at Mach Inu, Blackfish. Day 2. We've got a few things to accomplish today. And as you can see, it's snowing, frozen rain. It's like little hail balls of styrofoam. They're not hard, but it's not full snow. I'm supposed to do this today, and then tonight be clear again, and then be clear for a week. Lucky, lucky, lucky. And then we got a 1 week stay of execution until the rain starts. We got to get some rain cover between now and then. So today we got to put together the Stryker boat, the fast boat, the energy efficient boat, the cool boat. We're gonna put it together and show you guys how it works. We got to get into town and get some cement, some concrete, and some gas. And we have to come back and clear and locate a place to put our carport that we're going to put up, that we got from a great company in Vancouver, British Columbia, that I want to tell you about. Easy Build Structures. We're going to put it up for rain protection and giving us a base camp to then go out and build our yurt from Pacific Yurts. We're going to build a yurt, and we're going to show you guys start to finish what it takes to build the yurt and how yurt living and yurt life goes. So stay close, subscribe, comment down below, play in the comments, hit the like button for me, and if you guys want to become one of our patrons on our Patreon page, it's all down below. But running out of daylight, we got to get some breakfast in us. Got some tea going and coffee and some vegan breakfast. So let's get started.
Good morning.
We survived till day 2.
We survived.
Thanks for the, oh, we got that on camera too.
Dang it.
Thanks for the breakfast.
It's just cereal.
You making coffee in that French press?
I am, yes.
Nice. Hey guys, it's Jake Mace off grid. I'm here in British Columbia on the west coast trying to make it off grid, and I've got a boat that's gonna carry Nicole and I to and from our boat access only property. I found a British Columbian company who I'm super excited about, and I want to unbox the boat and put it together right in front of you guys today. And I hope you guys will stick around till the end of this video to see us take it out on the ocean for a spin, and I want to show you guys the cool motor, the outboard motor that we got to put on this sucker. I found a British Columbian company called Stryker Boats, and this is their Hunter Series Jet 420. This boat is an inflatable. It's reliable, it's strong, it's fast, it's light, and we're gonna hopefully have this be our primary mode of transportation to and from our off-grid property here in British Columbia. You guys can find all of Stryker's information, including their social media accounts like Instagram and YouTube, down below. I even have their website down below. You guys, these videos aren't free. Please hit the like button, play in the comments down below. I read and respond to all the comments. Hit the bell button, subscribe, and turn on my YouTube channel's notifications. And without further ado, let's unbox this boat, get it inflated, get it put together, and get it out on the water where it's supposed to be, and take it for a drive. Trying to be real careful opening up the box to the bulk of the boat because I don't want to cut the boat open. It even says don't use a knife on this, so maybe I won't use the knife and just, yeah, there we go. That was the smarter play. Come on, patch. Bag. the seats. I've had this box for a few days and I have been so excited to open it in front of you guys, so I'm really excited to get this boat put together. I have this beautiful coast I'm working with. They say in the owner's manual, get a nice flat surface to put it together for the first time, so I'm going to try to make as careful and flat a surface as possible using the box to protect it from any rocks. You don't have to do this, this is just what I'm doing. Step 1, find a flat surface where the boat will be assembled. Step 2, remove any sharp objects from the flat surface. So I'm using the box here to at least keep the rocks at bay. You guys, this is the first Stryker boat I've ever had, I've ever owned, I've ever put together before. So we're kind of DIYing this together. So this whole video is how a first timer does it. And I'm even new to boating. I really enjoy the water. But I did not grow up on the water. My dad wasn't a fisherman or a boater. So I'm kind of a first generation captain, boat person. So we're kind of gonna experience this together. Okay, I'm gonna spin this guy over and unfold him. Smells brand new. If I didn't have the camera rolling with you guys, I'd probably be inflating this on the dock where it's nice and flat. But I thought that the background looks so nice here, and we're gonna launch it right in the water right here and try to protect it from all the rocks around. So we've got some things underneath it to keep it protected. So after step 3, unfold and spread boat out flat. Step 4 is half inflate the boat with the pump first. It looks like it's configured here just to push in and then twist once, and that will kind of lock it in. And now I can either with my hands, accordion style, or I can use it as a foot pump. I can see it inflating. Okay, inflating it halfway, I learned a lot about this Hunter Series Stryker boat. Okay, one, I learned there's 6 chambers. There's 2 on the port side, there's 3 here on the starboard side, and there's 1 underneath. And the way this works is if I open this up right now, you're gonna hear air escape. Check it out. But if I pull this, twist and pull that little valve there, now I have the ability to deflate the boat with a finger or stop the airflow by letting go. And then I can always push that in and turn it to let the air all come out without me touching it. Okay, next step 5, it says assemble the floor as indicated on the floor. So I'm turning to the section with my model of Stryker boat, the 420. It says insert 1 and 2 in the bow of the boat. 1 and 2 can be made as one set. Okay, at this point I'm gonna open up box 2. I think I'm safe to use my cutting tool on this part because there's no boat in there. And let's see what's inside here. Got our aluminum floor here and they're labeled. That's nice. So this one's called 2. Yep. This is called 1. Okay, it says in the manual that they can be installed into the floor of the boat as one set, so they just kind of go together like male-female part here. I talked to the good people at Stryker about how to install this for the first time or how to make it for the first time, and they told me the first time you do it, everything fits together real tight, but after that it kind of settles in. So that's the reason for filling it up halfway, and I may let some air out as we go just to enable me to slide this in. You guys can see these 2 black pieces here. I have this part 1 of the floor slid right inside these two black pieces tight. And now the valve is in that circle that's been cut out, and we can try to hook it up together with part 2 of the floor. Okay, here comes part 2 and 1 are together. They want you to go 1 to 2 and then to 5, because part 5 here goes to the transom on the back. Alright, we're on to part 3. Okay, part 3 is together, final part. Okay, gotta be honest, that last piece, putting piece 4 in the bottom, since it's a brand new boat, it was kind of tough. There was about 3 inches too much floor for the boat, so I took part 3 and 4 up like a teepee and just very gently put them together like this, and then slowly stood on it, and they fell into place. And now, over here, part 1, the valve is perfectly centered in the hole. Part 2 is flat, part 3 is nice, part 4 is good, and part 5 is flush against the transom there in the back. Okay, next we've got these side pieces that are gonna bond the joints of the floor together, I guess, so they call them the stringers. We got this long one and this short one. The way the manual says to do it is on the port side over here. The long one goes in the back and the short one goes in the front, and it kind of bonds 2 to 3 and it bonds 4 to 5, but they don't bond 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is its own animal. Okay, so let's try to roll and tuck these guys in between the floor and the boat. Okay, now those stringers are in place. Gotta roll them in. Nothing is using any tools. It's just kind of like using pressure and air, which is kind of nice. We're gonna now install the benches and inflate the boat. Okay, from what I can tell, these straps here is where these seats just fall right in. Okay.
I just want to spend my day with you.
All right, we got it inflated. It's a lot of fun to put it together. I'm the kind of guy who hates to eat healthy and hates to work out and hates to build stuff, but I do anyways because I know that when I'm finished the workout, or when I am finished the healthy meal, when I'm finished with the project, I feel so good. So I feel really good. It's all put together and inflated. Nicole put the oars together. We're gonna take this guy, drop it in the water. We're gonna canoe paddle it over to the dock by our other boat. We're gonna install the motor on there and then take it in the ocean and rip it and take it for a spin. All right, it's really peaceful out here. It's really quiet. We saw our first animal today, something called a marten, I think. It's like a beaver with a chipmunk tail wandering around in the snow, and it's so beautiful out here. The snow's coming down. Even though it doesn't snow here, once it hits the ground, it kind of evaporates. But the car's on for heat in there. Nicole's in there getting some warmth on because she was freezing, filming a lot of our life today, putting together the Stryker boat, and I'm doing dinner. So got a little station, we got a little canopy going on now. We're moving up in the world. This is my workstation right here, cutting board table. This is where it all happens. Dicing up some orange sweet pepper. You guys aren't eating red lentils at least multiple times a week, you haven't lived yet. These guys are so good. They cook up so fast, become like a really nice, nutrient dense kind of pea soup. Okay, early morning, it's day 2. We ran out of daylight yesterday after dinner, so we came back here in the morning to put the motor on the Stryker. I'm really excited because I want to take this guy, ripping it on the ocean, and the ocean is like glass today and it's high tide, so lots of water underneath us. It's gonna be a fun day, and the sun is out. Night and day difference from yesterday. So we're gonna open up the motor, get it on the Stryker, get it fired up for the first time, and take you guys on that journey to see what this thing can do. I'm always so nervous cutting something that I know I'm going to love because I don't want to cut it. Try to harness some of that Tai Chi I've been practicing all these years and be sensitive. Ooh, Tohatsu fuel injected. Okay, if you guys are experienced with boats, you probably know exactly what this outboard motor is. The big boat behind is not really a big boat, but it's big for us. And this one has an inboard motor. It's like a big giant truck engine inside the boat. You don't really see it. This one's an outboard motor, so you're gonna see it. It's above the boat. So for the beginners out there to boating like me, or those of you who just want to watch our videos, I want you guys to know what motor this is. It's a Tohatsu 20 horsepower 4-stroke.
The world that wants to consume it all. Sunbeams on your face, the air we can taste, a new day in front of us.
And that wasn't too heavy, it's just like 95 pounds. But I was really fearful that I was gonna dunk it in the water. Could you imagine if I dropped the whole engine in the water? Didn't happen. It was actually really easy. It just has a little hook there. It just hooks right on, and using pressure, I'm gonna just twist these little pressure screws here. Tighten it right up to this plate that's on the boat. The star label means cleaner marine engines. This engine has been certified as low emission, very low emission, ultra low emission, and super ultra low emission, and the ultra low emission is checked. There's a clip back there. The dipstick's oiled up a little bit, but I know there's no oil in there, so I'm gonna fill it up. 0.8 liters of oil. Oil's in there. Cap's back on. Let's test it out. And I'm at a good level between the two dots. Looking good. All right, just pulled this cap off the gas intake here, and this guy just clips in. I'm gonna touch this little silver guy. Click. And then it says to pump this up to get the first few squirts of gas in there until it becomes kind of stiff, where you can feel the fuel in the line. I can hear it pumping gas in there. I'm gonna drop this into the water. Lock it in place. It's alive. And then to kill it, just pull that guy out of there. So you can always keep this attached to you, and it kills if you get thrown out, or kill it by pulling it out there. So we're gonna load up some things on here and go for our first spin.
Think that's gonna be too big for you?
Are you insulting me?
No.
I felt like that was a little tongue in cheek.
We're heading into town and heading to the gym so we could take a shower.
And work out.
And work out, of course.
This life jacket has pockets.
Wow, you're so cool. Mine does not.
I've never had one before.
And you know, do you have a strap that goes around your underneath your crotch?
You do.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Of course, I got the ghetto fucking jacket.
There you go. Give us a good push where the no, the motor is going to go right into the dock. Here you go.
That's okay.
Nice. Nice job.
Thanks. All right, let's go to town.
Yeah, let's do it.